morning. I would like to say publicly what's on my mind about what happened in 770, the way I see it, is that for years there's a group of people, and basically I would say everybody in his moisad seems to me like people do things for what's in it for him. People are not as they look to be doing totally l'shem shamayim. Whether it's covered, whether it's shidduchim, whether it's money, what can I benefit from? People benefit from being in the public meisdes and these public institutions, and they want to do things their way. Doesn't matter to the right, it doesn't matter to the left. Everybody thinks the first things about themselves. And the bottom line is that causes that between the meisdes, people fight. What kind of meisdes? So there's aguch and kahos and some machne Yisrael, different fancy names. I don't know if these people are, what was their capacity, what is their capacity. All I know is that they for sure don't have to accountability to the public, because it's private public meisdes. Aguch and machne Yisrael, they appoint themselves and their own friends and their own family, and that's the whole build of everybody in his moisad, whether it's Karinsky and Kahos and Machne Yisrael. I don't know the names. I don't know and this guy takes his family with his cronies working for them. Everybody, and the same thing. Even when the public elects, they elected the Gaboim, but they never made elections in the last. They're supposed to make it every 4 years. In the last, 14 years. I don't know how many years they didn't elect them. They don't want to elect the other Gaboim. So, in the meantime, everybody's fighting for their turf. The Gaboim are fighting for years in court with the other side. I don't know who they are exactly, but I do know that those people who have the ability to be Marchiv 770, and not only are they not being Marchiv 770, they're not letting anyone else be Marchiv. The Rebbe spoke about, I remember, I'm not exactly sure even if it's a fact, but I remember when the Rebbe spoke, the Rebbe said that a good Hasidic Chabad should build a shchunah. And after a couple of years, the Rebbe said they didn't do what they were supposed to do. One of the tasks the Rebbe gave them is to save the Crown Heights, the neighborhood, from it shouldn't decay. And they didn't do anything. And the Rebbe acknowledged they didn't do anything. So why did the Rebbe appoint people to raise funds that this, I believe that this Machne Yisrael, all it does is raise funds. Every time there's a crisis in the world, they're collecting money from the Lubavitch headquarters and proclaiming themselves that they are the saviors of Klal Yisrael, and raking in millions of dollars. The only thing I know they used the millions of dollars for was fighting in court with 770, one trying to put a foot on the other and trying to foreclose on them. And what is it for? So, it doesn't make any sense. And for years, they haven't done a thing to make 770 bigger. Nothing. And there is space. And when what you call tunnel, there's no tunnel, there's nothing. There was a Weibershul. Under the Weibershul, there was space. And I know this has been going on for a while. I don't know, a year or 2 years or 3 years. That they cleaned up, and it wasn't Bachrim. It happened to be a couple of Mexicans, as far as I know. And they cleaned up and they touched it up. It should be presentable and clean. And it was all ready to make over there an opening under the window. There was no sakana. There was no danger at all. And the Bachrim wanted more space. You could have put in over there 400 or 500 more people. That's all. And I ask another question. I remember I was there when they were March 770, when they opened up the first shul to the second shul. Who broke the walls over there? Who worked over there with big pipes, 10 bachrim, and banged down the whole wall? It was the bachrim. So then it was comfortable. Then it was comfortable for the bachrim to use them. Oh, the bachrim. And they did it during Seder, I remember. And over here, no bachar did anything wrong. And they didn't do it over Seder. And who did they arrest? A couple of bachrim who are when they, what did the Gaboim do? They found out from the place, so they went ahead and they ordered a truck of cement to fill it up. Instead of trying to do it, no, we're busy fighting Karinsky. We don't have time for these things. And it's only going to cause us trouble. What kind of Bavamaises is this? And so when they brought a truck there with cement, so the Bachrim saw, yeah, there's a place there. So they didn't want the truck to fill up the cement. They didn't know what they were doing. But who makes the Chil Hashem? Is crownhouse.info, is COL, is all these chaleres who call the police, who call the guards, and that's what they're doing now. Instead of being Marchiv 770, they're limiting 770. Don't come at night, don't come on Sunday, don't go stand here, don't go stand there, stand the police and look who's coming in and put in guards. It is horrible. It's disgusting. It's Vashimim Berashechem, it's these leaders. It says v'chokarta v'darashta heite v'imes emes nochen adover. Did the rabbis call in the bachrim and find out, did they have a shaykhus to any of this? To take a blanket statement and to ostracize 10, 15 bachrim? Hayitochen, you're beraching them from Yiddishkeit, from Lubavitch, and what did they do? That is my question. I'm not going against anybody. The Rabbanim said something, I have to accept it. Absolutely. But I want to ask another question. Why isn't there Kiddush for a third Rav? Why don't they do the right thing? They're not doing the right thing. And if they gave a psak, a masayich, macharvayich against the Bachrim, let them give a psak, masayich, macharvayich against cause. And they already did it once in Tzayis Ladina. Now they should call them masayich, or macharvayich. I ask questions, but don't take us for stupid. Don't take us for mir Nigeh der Indien zu machen sein the Rebbe Shul. I go to Uman every year. There's 10,000 more people in Uman every year. And in 770, which is the most living place in the world, the most visited place in the world, and every year would come another 10,000 people. All these people in Machne Yisrael and Goz, all they did, everything they can is to limit it and close it and not let it expand. The neighborhood grew 3 times. Why didn't they buy up the Farkakte building from Sternberg and gold? I don't care if it costs $10 million. There's money is not the issue. We could raise hundreds of millions of dollars. This is not the issue. This is all local politics tied in the hands of a couple of people who are getting old, and I don't think they have the power anymore in their hands. They appointed new chevre that are 10 times worse than them and bigger sonim and bigger klippas than they were. And it's going to get harder, not easier. So therefore, hopefully there's going to be, what can we do? We can do elections for Gaboim. Yes. We can do elections for another Rav. Yes. We can, and you know, there's people who want to really build the shul. And there has to be an understanding. When they're running for Gabois, there are certain Gaboim who need to follow upkeep of the shul. And there are certain Gaboim who need to build the shul. And not be, tied up with the garbage of court and upkeep of the shul. This is 2 different departments. When you have a moisad, like Oloterel, about Yeshiva, one committee takes care of the upkeep of the moisad. Another committee, you made a building committee. So 770 needs a building committee. And people want to volunteer. And people want to build a shul. And this is what has to be done, practically speaking. And then, when there will be a committee who appoint themselves, like the Rebbe said, either somebody will appoint you or appoint yourself. Make a committee. There's Yungalite who have the goodwill, and there are Yungalite who have money. I saw Rabbi Pinson in the mikveh. He goes every day to the ale. I see him many times, 4:00 in the morning in the mikveh, and I said to him, I want to take you to the Torah. He says, what I do? I said, you're building Beis Shmuel. Who gave you a right to build Beis Shmuel for $2 million? The first thing built 770, then you build other shuls. And every smoking in these flowers, they're already buying for $2 million and building and making it. And we, the community, tripled and the world tripled, and we need to make double the space. And they Rebbe wanted it to be. He said it for us. The Yom came up to Faith of Negba till Union Street, till the library, till here, and nothing has been done. And Yudel Karinsky gets up and he says in front of the Shluchim, I want to do. Nobody reacted. He didn't do nothing. He's a politician to Yetzigeved. At Yetzigeved. If you can't do it, let him put the keys away and say, here's the committee, go do it. And it has nothing to do to B'shechisten and not B'shechisten. Alavurche, I hold very much from the Bochum in 770. They're the ones who sit and learn and daven. They're the ones who are making a spiel that the Rebbe should come in any minute, a moment, and the Rebbe's there in the Gula and says, I wouldn't be surprised the Rebbe walks in one day. Why shouldn't we wait for the Rebbe every single day that he's coming? Why shouldn't we even think that he's here all the time? Why can't I live as if the Rebbe is here and he's here with us? The Nasi Dereinu. Why do Chassidim have to laugh at it? And where are the American Bachim who are running around in the theaters and in Amazon and all those Schwarzjör? Those are the tired Bachim who sit and learn and daven and verbring and it's beautiful to look. Go into 770. There's so many mashpim, there's so many Rosh Shivas, and they're there because there's a demand, because Bachim ask questions, Bachim sit and learn, Bachim sit and daven. Haytochen that you're bashmutzing the Bachim. So there's a couple, there's always 5, 6, 7 Bachrim that have no tactics, have no politics, have no balamaisa. They're not big learners, but they're goodwill. You just have to direct them in the right way. So explain to them, tell them, or don't tell them. The other Bachrim will tell them. But Lubavitch gave a place for everybody. The Rebbe never kicked out anybody. Abes geht mit Hand. If you're hitting somebody, it's a different thing. But the Rebbe never kicked out any Bachrim, even the Bachrim who bugged the Rebbe's office. The Rebbe, they became Shluchim afterwards. So to go and to kick out Bachrim from 770, give him a knas, give him a but just a blanket cover to kick him out, I would like an explanation. What is this? And I know, I looked at the pictures, tired of Bachrim. Bachar was dancing to say that there's Shtus de Gdusha, in it Movade, werd is Paul, mit dem Resten, Deska parents, mit dem Jahr einlosen, nicht einlosen, tired of Bachrim, wir sitzen lernen und davenen, und verbringen, a Geschmack zu gucken auf sie. I go in there every day, I see, es kleibt mir nachas von sie. We should be embarrassed of ourselves, ashamed of ourselves. And 770 is for everybody. Yeah, Meshachist, not Meshachist, anybody is welcome. You know who's not welcome in my mind? And even that, maybe they're welcome. I mean, they're welcome. Nobody said they can't come in. But these people who could build and are not letting, these people are untergraben us every step of the way to fight Lubavitch. And everything they do is to line their pockets more and more and more. Those are the Marsayich Machirvayich. And yes, they give a little charity here and there to show that they're doing something. But no, they're only doing, even the charity they give is only to their own cronies, their own brother-in-laws and cousins and tachas leckers. What is this? Everybody knows it. A couple of people who are detached from the rest of the community, they're pushed like mafia dons. And this is what we're dealing with? So who gave them a right to make a Chil Hashem like this? They took defenseless Bochrim. Oh, now we could bury them. Now what can they do? Nothing. We have the money. What did you, Karinsky, say to the ladies? I have more money than all of you. I could fight you for 20 years. That's what they believe in the strong Amadi dollars. So Hashem Yisbarach, give the money to the right people and let them do the right thing and let them build 770. That's my solution. I don't have any other solution. And I pray to Hashem that Memari Simotzuk, Mecheshach Neilach Le'er, in 770, every year they should have built another floor from Eastern Parkway to Union Street. We could accommodate another 10,000 people every single year. That's the bottom line. If you have a comment, let me know. If you could help, let me know. I will try. Right now, I went through a procedure. Life is hard for me. I can't go and scream. I can't go and do. I'm saying line. So if I feel, what can I do? I can't sleep at night. What did they do? What did they do that from it will come out something better of constructive, that they will say, we need new elections. We need new Rav, we need new Kvadako, we need new Gaboim, we need new committees to build and to make. What are you talking about? The community could, if they had a trusted committee, they would flood them with money. And that's part of the Achone to be the Kabul Pnei Mashiach Tzedkeni, is Bari V'Slabna Advarim, that we should build 770 is part of Kabbalah's Pnei Mashiach. I believe that it's Binyan Beis Hamikdash Sebebavel. I think it's very, very important to build it and to broaden it. Do it with Dakeneim, Dakesolom. Everybody should take part in it, and the committee should be everybody. But this is not a political game anymore. This is very serious, and everyone who doesn't care about it shows that the whole thing is just a game. They don't care about it. They don't take it to heart. If you take it to heart, you said in yesterday's Tanya, if you take it to heart, you either love it or you hate it. You either love Hashem and love the Rebbe and love 770 and love Dusha and you love our boys who sit and learn and daven, and you love our Rabbanim and you love our Mashpim. And I want to tell you, there's today a lot of new wonderful Mashpim, young Mashpim, talented Mashpim, vibrant Mashpim, and they are Mechanecha children, and there is the proper chinuch, and don't even attempt to say there is something bad over here. There is not enough bad to go proclaim there is bad something going on here. I really think so. And 770 should be open 24 hours. It's al pi halakha. Thank you very much. Hopefully we'll be able to report Psuras Davis, Koram Mamas.